President Lee Snow does in the championship match against Mike Torscher from Southgate. Here now are our hosts, Larry O'Brien and Ken Charette.
The title match is about to begin. To the left, taking his seat in the blue shirt, is the #1 seed of the tournament, Lee Snow, a veteran of Michigan Majors competition going back many, many years. This gentleman in the yellow shirt is Mike Torscher, 27 years old, from Southgate, seated #3 in the tournament.
Boy, that layoff didn't hurt Mike, and he came right out throwing the ball super yet. And Lee's been watching on the sidelines. He knows what's going on. He knows he's going to be in for a very tough match. What it's come down to is the two with the most experience has made it to the TV finals. In the background there, you can see Lee Snow's wife and family sitting there urging him on. It's really got to be exciting for them seeing Lee up there competing on TV rather than listening to him.
Well, especially for newcomers who might be watching it. Lee is part of our television broadcast each month, usually sitting in the chair that you are occupying now, Ken, and joining us for his insightful commentary and observations for the television matches. But we've pointed out in previous telecasts that although Lee helps handle the broadcast, he also enters and participates in all the tournaments. But in the 2 years we've been doing the broadcast, he has not made the Final Five. And I've mentioned to him every month, I said, it's going to happen. And he has kind of put it aside and said he didn't think so, although he's pretty happy with the way he's been bowling the past year. He didn't really think, he said, Larry, I don't think that day is going to happen. And when I walked in today, earlier today, and I looked out on the lanes, and there was Lee, and I thought, well, I knew I wasn't really in trouble because I was going to have an opportunity to work again with Ken Charette.
Yeah, very good. Thank you, Larry. Yeah, Lee. Oh, Mike is on a roll here. He's throwing the ball real well. Yeah, no, Lee is just ecstatic. And when he came in and seen the condition that was what we call a little tough, he was quite extremely happy. He says because in a grind out he has much better chance than he does when it's what we call a shootout. So Lee is right in there. But
he's got his work cut out for him.
Oh,
because in what has not been a high-scoring tournament, this fella right here in his previous match defeated Kerry Kreft, shooting a .246. So he's here now off of a .246 game and had the first 2 strikes, bowling, looking to convert the spare in the 3rd frame.
Oh yeah, Lee knows it too. He knows what Mike is capable of. He knows very well that Mike is an extremely competitive and good bowler, and Lee did not come in here thinking by any means that he had an edge of any kind, because he knows better than that. He's out here. He's gonna perform, and he's gonna do the best that he can, and let the chips fall where they may.
Lee won his last Michigan Majors title in 1981, Holiday.
Yeah, it's been a few years, so he's. Oh, he almost got a real bad break. The ball finished very strong and drove through, and he almost left the 6-8. So he's. Threw the ball real well, though. He's been bowling well all day. As I say, he was the leading in average for the day with, although it doesn't sound like much, 203, but hey, that's what it is out there. And,
Lee's 40 years old, and 19 of those years have been spent competing within the ranks of the Michigan Majors. How did he get started bowling? He said his mother dragged him to her leagues. I'm trying to picture her doing that. He was 30 years old at the time.
Very good shot. So what's shaping up is a very exciting climatic finish to this tournament. It's Mike is bowling real well, and Lee is, so we should see an exciting match here. Yep, Mike threw another good shot. There's no question. He's bowling real well. His confidence grew when there's our scoreboard shot up there now. We can see an 8-pin difference. Lee Snow trailing by 8 pins over Mike Torsha. The thing is, when you start throwing strikes, your confidence grows, and that's what Mike has been doing. It's just going to continually apply the pressure here. See what Lee can do as he has to answer back now. It's very, very...
Lee and his family, his wife Kathy, and 14-year-old Krista and 12-year-old Justin, they make their home in Farmington, Michigan.
That's got to bring it. Got to make Lee. He knew he did not throw the ball that well. He was hoping beyond hope, and he got this break that he needed. And we're back to an 8-pin game, and that's what it takes. So it's not always. You got to have some breaks along the way in order to make everything go. And he got a big break there. He was very well left of 5-10. See the concentration on Lee. He's really. Yep, you can hear him. Oh.
He has made the finals 24 times in the Michigan Majors competition. And he has been sitting as association president since 1988.
Correct, and he's doing a great job in all capacities. And I'll tell you, that was a big shot. You could hear Lee wants this title so bad. He can taste it, and you could hear him urging that ball on. Come on, come on. And so he's...
Well, Mike Torsha throwing now in the 6th frame, leading the match. He has strikes in the 4th and the 5th frame.
I'll tell you, Mike is really, all of a sudden, he has just geared up, and he is throwing the ball so good. It is an entirely different ball game now. He is just throwing the ball just super. He is just...
Very consistent in his ball speed. It says occasionally he runs into trouble when his feet get a little fast, and that has not been a problem here. And he increases his lead in this title match over Lee Snow. Lee, a little tough break there in the 6th frame when he wasn't able to carry that 10-pin after strikes in the 4th and 5th.
Uh-oh.
Comes up light.
He knew it the minute he threw it. He did not get the leverage he wanted on that ball. He just knew the minute he threw it a bad shot.
Second place pays $1,000 in this tournament. Of course, Lee has had the advantage of knowing throughout these TV finals as the other bowlers bowled, he knew that he at least had $1,000 locked up in his pocket, but of course wanting very much to go for the title.
The money don't mean a thing right now. I'll tell you, I can tell you right now, absolutely nothing. He wants that title. He got a real break. He wanted to compensate for losing the ball in the last shot, and he hung in that one. And it went Brooklyn, though, and he got himself a strike, which is what he needed, because Mike is showing no signs of letting up here.
And Mike keeps the string going. He's thrown 5 in a row. He's coming up to bowl in the 9th frame. Enjoying a 41-pin advantage in our title match at Astro Lanes. The Michigan Majors will be traveling then on to Art Sterling Lanes in Sterling Heights. And I hope you'll be with us for that, as well as all of our monthly open tournaments.
Oh, there's no doubt. Lee just met a buzzsaw, that's all. He had not exactly bowling bad. Lee can strike out for 237, and yet he's finding himself down 51 pins. It's amazing. He's just having on a course. That puts it back to 41 pins, but 237 is the best he can get. 91, 21, 51, 80. And Mike has already got 240, so actually the game is, unless he would do something disastrous like Fowler, throw a gutter ball, which doesn't seem likely, and Lee knows it. But Lee bowled well. He has nothing to be ashamed of, that's for sure.
Well, Lee came in seated number 1 with a 203 average. So again, it was not a high-scoring tournament. And in our top 5 finishers, only the top 3 bowlers averaged over 200.
That's what's amazing. All of a sudden they get on TV, and it's like another world here. And they came out. The first game was that way, but after that, it's been just a very exciting matches and throwing strikes, and it was just entirely different for whatever reason. They found something that gave them confidence out there, obviously, and so it was.
And this game for Lee Snow, not a reflection of the type of bowling he not only is capable of, but the type of achievements and performances he's turned in the past. My goodness, college titles back in the early 70s, and the BJ Classic title in 75. He was in the came in 4th in the World Cup competition in Singapore back in 1973. But here at Astro for the title match, this young fella from Southgate, Michigan, continues the string, bowling now in the 10th frame. He has put nothing but strikes on the board since the 4th frame. In fact, he has had all strikes in the match, with the exception of a spare in the 3rd.
Mike, now he can do nothing wrong. No matter what he does out there, he's throwing strikes. He actually threw a bad ball. He's just let up a little bit. It still went to the nose, and he still caved in the 4-6, so he's having a lot of fun out there. And he said in practice he thought he found something. Well, he sure did. Whatever it was, he had no problem finishing a big 277 game and an exciting finish for Mike. My goodness sakes, what a show he put on. I know Lee Snow is very dejected. He wanted this title very badly, but you must give him all the credit in the world. He came through the whole tournament and finished 2nd, so that's not too bad.
Well, as we say, Lee has a couple of Michigan Majors titles, and here's a fella right there. What a happy guy he is, Mike Torsia. I mean, he's made the finals 11 times. He was with us on one previous occasion on television, lost the match only by a pin, and he was a guy in here looking for his first Michigan Majors title, and now he has it. Dan Ottman, who is directing this portion of the tournament, is out there, and I know, Ken, that you've got some business to take care of out there too on the left.
Yes, I get the privilege even of presenting this to Mike, and it's going to be an honor. Boy, I'll tell you, he did a great job out there. He bowled extremely well and deserving of this title.
Don't go away. There's more straight ahead.
I'm Mike Calloway, president of Metro Staff Home Nursing Care. We've been serving the home health care needs of the Metro Detroit area for over 20 years. Sometimes caring is for the newborn, and at times staffing around the clock for the aging. And at other times, Metro staff may provide special skills or therapy for intermediate care. You can obtain a no-cost call for care nurse assessment in your home by calling Metro staff anytime at 557-8700. We'll be waiting for your call.
Need a little lift or perhaps more power in your bowling ball? Then why not use what the pros and amateur bowlers worldwide use? Turbo 2-in-1 finger grips. They come in black, white, and 4 fluorescent colors, plus 3 different styles: power regular, power oval, and round mesh. Turbo 2-in-1 grips easily glue into the holes of your ball. They're comfortable and very durable. So put some power and lift in your bowling ball with comfortable Turbo 2-in-1 finger grips. They're available at most local pro shops.
Well, I even get to fill in for Lee Snow out here, Mike, and this is really something. I know this is the best part. You went through the toughest part. Now we're going to get on with our presentations here. Yeah. First of all, what we have with me is Jeff Suma, the manager here at Astro Lanes, and Ed Kopecki, our brand manager of Stroh Brewery. Jeff, they have a beautiful trophy there. Let's give it out here.
Congratulations, Mike. Nice
Thank
ball.
you. Thank you.
Eddie, I think you have a pretty good check there. We increased the prize fund there because of the Stroh Brewery.
Sure do, Ken. Mike, on behalf of Stroh's Beer and the Michigan Majors Bowling Association, I'd like to present you with this check for $2,000. You earned it. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, very good. Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate you coming out here today. And Mike, wow, what did you find out there? All of a sudden, you know, the shot was very, very tough in the finals, but on television you went crazy.
Well, it was touchy in the beginning, the first block, but I just kept playing the gutter, and it kind of opened up for me, and my arm swing got a little bit better, and I was throwing the ball a lot better come the end, and it helped out.
Yeah, I could see that on TV. Your arm swing really got loose, especially that last game. My Lord, you didn't give Lee much of a chance out there. You just kept stringing him.
You can't give nobody a chance, because once you do, you know what happens.
That's for sure.
You know,
the competition in the Michigan Majors is very tough.
Very tough. This was a marathon, it felt like, bowling out here. I'm serious. It was tough. I just like to thank Astro Lanes and Stroh's Brewery for putting on a great tournament.
Thank you, Mike. You did a great job out there. Congratulations on your first title.
Thank you.
Back to you, Larry.
Today's Michigan Majors Tournament Finals were brought to you by Stroh's and Stroh's Light. The greatest feel of any bowling insert on the market today. And by Metro Staff Nursing Care. For that special kind of caring, there's no place like home. Telecasts of Michigan Majors Tournament Bowling are the exclusive property of the Stroh's Michigan Majors Bowling Association, with all rights reserved. Any rebroadcast without the expressed written consent of the Michigan Majors is prohibited. This concludes our broadcast from Astro Lane.